Why does the Rottweiler stand alone at the top? Why do people who've experienced its protection, its presence, and its silent power say, no other guard dog even comes close? Because this isn't about hype. It's not about popularity. It's about reality. About what actually happens when danger knocks, when chaos hits, when you're not ready, and your dog is. There are plenty of breeds trained to guard. German Shepherds, Dobermans, Cane Corsos, Belgian Malinois, all sharp, all fast, all respected. But the Rottweiler? It brings something deeper, something primal. It doesn't guard because it was told to. It guards because it has decided you are its responsibility. And once that decision is made, nothing, absolutely nothing, can shake it. This is not a breed that waits for your command when danger strikes. It moves. It assesses. It places itself between you and the threat before your brain even registers it's real. No barking frenzy, no dramatics, just controlled, grounded, explosive readiness. And that kind of presence, you can't fake it. You can't teach it. It's born from a combination of instinct, intelligence, and emotional loyalty that no other breed delivers with such precision. Let's be clear. Other dogs might alert you. Other dogs might bite. But the Rottweiler manages the threat. It doesn't just attack, it neutralizes. And it does it with a kind of judgment that's frighteningly accurate. This is a dog that knows the difference between a child playing and an adult pretending. A dog that reads tension in the room before a single word is spoken. A dog that sees not what people do, but what they intend. You don't get that kind of discernment in other breeds, not at this level. Many dogs will react to motion, to noise, to sudden energy shifts. But the Rottweiler doesn't just react, it chooses. That choice is everything. Because it means this dog isn't just strong, it's strategic. It guards you like a bodyguard, not a bouncer. And here's the part no one expects. Rottweilers don't need to bark to scare someone off. Their silence is a weapon. Their stillness is a warning. A Rottweiler sitting at your gate, watching a stranger approach with those heavy, judgmental eyes? That's enough to make even the boldest criminal think twice. They're not loud. They're loaded. You feel it. The pressure in the air changes. Now, let's talk presence. When a Rottweiler enters a room, everything shifts. Not because it's aggressive, but because it's undeniable. That solid frame, that focused energy, that quiet control. People notice, people adjust, and more importantly, people respect the boundaries. That's a form of protection most people overlook. The ability to create safety without ever having to act, that's true power. But what separates the Rottweiler from every other guard dog isn't just its physicality, it's the emotional bond. This dog doesn't just guard your property, it guards your soul. It watches your behavior. It knows when you're off, when you're sad, when you're stressed, and without being told, it adjusts. It draws nearer. It becomes still. It waits. And when you finally break, when the tears fall, when the stress boils over, it's there. Head on your lap, body close, eyes eyed, no judgment, no noise, just presence. Quiet, grounding presence. You don't get that from every guard dog. You don't get that from dogs trained purely for aggression, or speed, or intimidation. That's what makes the Rottweiler different. It doesn't serve you out of obedience, it serves you out of loyalty. And loyalty that deep cannot be bought. It must be earned. And it's not easy. The Rottweiler doesn't just give itself to anyone, it watches you, tests you, studies your behavior. Are you consistent? Are you fair? Do you lead calmly? If not, it will not listen. Not out of rebellion, but out of principle. This is a breed with dignity, with standards. And once you meet those standards, once you prove yourself worthy of that trust, you gain something no other breed offers at this intensity. Total protection, emotional loyalty, and the kind of bond that makes you rethink what dogs are even capable of. Now think about the others. Dobermans, sleek, sharp, but high-strung. Belgian Malinois, intelligent, obsessive, but they need constant redirection and stimulation. German Shepherds, brilliant, balanced, but often too sensitive and prone to stress under poor leadership. The Rottweiler, it waits, it watches. It doesn't break down when things get chaotic. It stabilizes. And when everyone else panics, it moves with focus. This is why it's used in security, in personal protection, in military settings. Not because it's fast, but because it's final. It doesn't bluff, it doesn't misfire. When a Rottweiler decides to act, it ends the threat. But here's the part most people miss. It doesn't want to. The Rottweiler isn't a violent dog. It's a restrained dog. Its power is held back, not because it's soft, but because it's intelligent. And when you raise one properly, that restraint becomes the most comforting thing in your life. You sleep easier. You walk more confidently. You stop checking over your shoulder. Not because you're reckless, but because you know you're not alone. And maybe that's the real secret. The Rottweiler isn't a guard dog because it was trained to be. It's a guard dog because it chooses to be. It chooses you. It places you in the center of its world, and then it watches everything around that world like a sentinel. It's not protection based on command, it's protection based on connection. Other dogs will fight for you if trained. A Rottweiler will fight for you because it loves you. That difference? That's why no other guard dog comes close. So when people ask, why do Rottweiler owners swear by them? This is why. It's not about muscle. It's not about fear. It's about having a presence in your life that is always watching, always calculating, always ready, and always loyal. It's about knowing that if something ever does go wrong, this dog will not hesitate. It will put its body between you and harm. Not because you told it to, because it couldn't imagine doing anything else. No other dog combines this level of raw power, strategic thinking, and emotional depth. None. And that's why people who truly know the breed never switch. Because once you've lived with a Rottweiler, everything else feels incomplete. The others might bark first, run faster, look flashier. But the Rottweiler is built different. It's the only dog that doesn't just guard your home. It guards your heart, your rhythm, your peace. And it does so in silence, steadily, day after day, year after year. That kind of devotion, that kind of presence, you won't find it anywhere else.